A 48-year-old man at Jamasi in the Ashanti region has evoked memories of similar murders yet to be resolved. Residents believe the manner in which the killings were done points to a pattern of well-calculated and planned acts that leave few traces, if any, of the perpetrators. Mahmud Mohammed-Nurudeen takes a journey back into horrifying incidents that have left bereaved relatives clueless on the motives for such crime. Mahmud Mohammed reports.
About 3 years ago, unknown assailants brutally murdered 3 women on their farms within short distance apart. 54-year-old Rose Achia, 57-year-old Juliana Adukuma, and 61-year-old Nyanche died from machete wounds inflicted on them by the killers. Security experts described the execution of the crime as professional. Police made little or no breakthrough in their investigations and ended up calling for calm in the community in the Setre South District. A suspect was arrested and later granted bail on a condition he was mentally deranged.
Papa be a friend of Cosidonco, no, or Quatin and car, ne papa, okay, Wumrum, and all Bruno. No more didn't be far call police station. And bread be a friend of bones on Swingum or could try the second. And or do call my police for the say, no one chinomara. Just on went to me and what did in Namkruma could the coin even so or the above born Yamenqua.
The release of Atabio brought the entire Jamasi community to a standstill amid attempted attack on the police station. Many people have been attacked and injured in the community by yet to be identified persons. On Sunday, October 1st, memories of the murder of the 3 women were evoked when 48-year-old Musa Yusuf was killed on his farm. He had left for the farm at 6 a.m. and was expected to return as usual at 10 a.m.
What can I say? I'm a real bossy. I feel no coffee, no so. Or what you go, or Babas here to walk away could not what I used to. Never say 1 year and Demco. No one in a chianco. I think they were quiet. They were mad. Tenable. Oh, my 11. My one check. And I'm a friend of phone.
After hours of waiting with no sign of Musa returning, relatives and neighbors became suspicious and went for a search. The search party found his lifeless, mutilated body with multiple machete wounds.
Sorry, preoccupante. Kasi ebia obi na sumu afidi na yi aboa. Nti mi nwa tese nka se na ono no kwohwe. Nti mi fa ha ni hia no nti onu ko nani ma no frɛ me. Nti o frɛ me preoccupante na chese. Emu so ono na frɛ e brada mu na obae. Nti obae me de mi ma hu de biomiti wa na me da wa ye ni so ogu ni so.
The case was reported to the police, and again Atabio was picked up while Musa's corpse lay in the bush pending police visit to the scene. The next day, investigators embarked on a 30-minute walk to Musa's farm.
Tell them already, we have to tell them again. Tell them already, we have to tell them again. Tell them already, we have to tell them again. I'm a murderer. I'm a murderer. Them coming at me area want to kill off the youth. No dress up in a jacket and no dress up in a tie.
The deceased motorbike and other exhibits were brought along with the body, which was deposited at the morgue pending burial. The burden of bringing these cases to closure is with the law enforcement agency, whose primary role is to protect life and property.
There have been so many reported cases concerning the suspects. Once he severed a man's hand, and the man was taken to the district commander. I think the immediate past district commander. Nothing was done about this guy.
Police will not speak on record, though they promise to gather enough evidence to prosecute Atta Bio. He has since been remanded into prison custody to reappear on October 20th. Musa left behind a wife and 6 children. Mahmud Mohammed-Nurudeen reporting.
Tell them already, we have to tell them again. Them a murderer. Them a murderer.
Sincere apologies. We should have warned of viewer discretion there. Mahmud Mohammed-Nurudeen did that disturbing story. He joins me on the line at the moment. Hello, Mahmud.
Hello, Gifty.
Hello, Mahmud. If you can hear me, this story, I believe, was done today or between today and yesterday. Has there been any major development following the police's visit to the farm?
Well, what we do know is that residents over there are very scared, and they believe that once the police have a suspect, they should deal with him.
Mahmoud, if you could speak up, a little bit, it will help.
Yeah, Gifty. What I'm saying is that the residents are scared because of what has been happening in the community, and they believe that now that the police have a suspect, they should deal with him and make sure he doesn't return to the community, because they believe that when he comes back, probably some of such incidents would occur. And so for now, they are calm because suspects have been arrested and put before court. And so they just want the police to make sure something good would come out of this particular case.
Has the police been able to establish any linkages between this suspect and the previous murders that happened in the community?
Well, that is very difficult for them to do now. The last time I speak to the commander who was just transferred to the area some few months ago, he told me that they would have to gather some evidence, because for now they cannot just go ahead and prosecute the man without any evidence. They want to have enough evidence to prosecute him, because the complaints the residents gave to them is not enough for them to put before, the judges in court. And so they would do enough investigation, gather reliable information to prosecute the man. And so the information we have now is the man will appear in court tomorrow, and so that they will decide on whatever way to deal with the case tomorrow.
I see. And going ahead from there, has there been any extra security for the people who are living in fear at the moment?
The last time I went there, when we left, before we left there were police around. You know, the community itself has a police station, and so the police people were around. As to whether they are patrolling the area, I cannot confirm now, but I can say that there are presence of police in the area, and they are trying to do their best to make sure that incidences would not occur in the near future. But what we do know is that some of these incidences don't happen in the community. It happened in the farms, which is far away from the community. And so I don't think it is possible that police would always follow these farmers to the farm. And I must also add that the man who was killed recently was actually attacked in the past. And so, his second attack was the one he just received recently and died. And so, residents are saying that they still want the police. They want the police to keep this man, make sure he would be prosecuted, so that his return in the community would not be some kind of threat to their life.
So, having said that, he's been attacked before. If he's been attacked before, you've spoken to the residents there. Is there any known rivalry, any known dispute that, could be linked to this particular development? Do you know?
That was why Atta Bio was picked up. We do understand or information I gathered was that he was the one who attacked him the first. Attack was after you. And before the incident occurred, residents are saying they saw him with a man exchanging some words as to who owns the land, the farm, that he was there to cultivate or to check on his crops. And so when the incident occurred, people actually suspected that he was the one because earlier they saw him with a man. And again, he was the one who actually attacked him in the past. And so that was how they got to know that he was the one who actually killed the man. But we cannot confirm whether he's the one. Now that the police are investigating, we are hoping that by tomorrow or in the days ahead, we'll get to know who actually is committing this crime in the community.
We've been trying to reach the DCE. We're unable to speak to him at the moment, but we also know that the district commander, I believe, has actually told us to get in touch with the regional PRO. What really is the police saying about this situation?
You remember when these incidences occurred in the past, the police station was nearly attacked. If you see that in the videos we played earlier, the police station was nearly attacked, and that was the regime of the past police commander who actually has been transferred. So this police commander came recently, though he has been briefed on some of these issues in the community. When I went to his office, he told me categorically that he cannot speak to the issues now because he has communicated to the regional PRO, so she would be in the best position to provide us with the information he delivered to him. And so, but he confirmed to me that they would actually make sure they get to the bottom of the matter. His men would gather enough information and put it before the court, and so that the residents' life would improve in the community.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mahmud Mohammed-Nurudeen, for that update. My colleague Mahmud Mohammed-Nurudeen there bringing us up to speed from that alleged murder, I should say, in Jamasi in the Ashanti region. Hopefully, this particular incident would help the police trace the other murderers of the code cases that we mentioned. But like I indicated, we've been trying to reach the DCE. We've been trying to reach the district commander who has